Over a decade ago, a leading research scientist from Harvard approached us with an idea for a novel product utilizing polyphenols, which are plant nutrients known for their very potent antioxidant properties. And our Shaklee scientists were intrigued by this idea, but they thought they could make it better. So they worked on sourcing a different, more unique, and more potent source of polyphenols that they were convinced that would make our product meaningfully better than any other on the marketplace. And our Shaklee scientists discovered the power of the muscadine grape, which is grown in the southeast of the United States in very harsh growing conditions. And the muscadine grape is totally unique. It's the only grape that has an extra pair of chromosomes. And scientists hypothesize that this extra genetic material contains special instructions for survival mechanisms. The muscadine is also really large. It's more like the size of a plum with a super thick skin that's incredibly rich in these magic polyphenols. Now, when our scientists identified this new super grape, we all got excited, and I flew down with my team to the southeast of the United States. And we met with the farmers and wineries who were growing and crushing muscadine grapes. And we watched them pay somebody to throw away what was left after the crushing, the seeds, the skin, the pulp. And after watching this, I said to the largest winery owner, I said, you see all that stuff that you're paying someone to throw away? And he said, yes. I said, I would like to buy it from you. And he looked at me with this kind of incredulous expression. He said, you want to pay me for something that I'm paying somebody else to throw away? And I said, yes, under one condition, that you agree to sell it exclusively to me for the next 20 years. And this time he looked at me like I was kind of crazy, and maybe I was, because you see, at that time we didn't really have yet the proof of how effective our muscadine-based polyphenol blend would be. So I told him, as long as we are the only ones in the world that can acquire your pumice, we will invest in whatever it takes to see if we can create something that's totally unique in the field of nutritional science. Well, the winery owner agreed to sell exclusively to us for the next 20 years, and then we struck a deal with all the other major growers. Next, we built an extraction facility right in the middle of the vineyards, and then we began working on ways to optimize the extraction. It took several years to find the right combination of muscadine grapes. There's purple ones and bronze ones, and each has its own unique nutritional makeup. So then we also had to figure out the right temperature to extract the precious polyphenols without damaging them. And then the optimum amount to standardize in our formula. And finally, we were ready to file our first patent, and then the second one. And then we began laboratory studies, first on the ingredients, followed by clinical studies using the product, and then comparison studies. And each of the studies brought us one step closer to building an overwhelming body of evidence to prove how our product, our Vivix product, can slow aging at the cellular level. And I want you to see, watch this, the results of these studies are staggering. The ingredients in Vivix were shown to have a 2/3 decrease in DNA damage. That is so meaningful. You see, your DNA is the blueprint of your cells. If it's damaged, your cells cannot function properly. And if that were not enough, Vivix ingredients have been shown to increase your cellular energy by 98%. That means your cells have double the energy with Vivix versus a control. As you age, your cells lose their energy, and if they lose their energy, they can't function at an optimum level. So doubling your cellular energy is a mind-boggling increase. And then we started to do comparison studies. One of the hottest anti-aging ingredients was resveratrol. We decided to stack our Vivix polyphenols against resveratrol alone. The study showed that the Vivix polyphenols were 13 times more powerful in slowing the formation of damaging age proteins than resveratrol alone. 13 times more powerful. And there's still more that Vivix does for your cell. We did this clinical study that I love. We took a number of healthy people, and then we fed them an unhealthy meal. from a fast food breakfast place. And watch what happened. The healthy people had an immediate inflammatory response to that meal. Then we gave the same people 1 dose of Vivix 10 minutes before they ate the same meal. And look what happened to the group that took Vivix. It essentially blunted the inflammatory response with just 1 serving of Vivix. And there's a growing body of science that says one of the major factors in aging is this inflammatory cycle that people go through just by eating and living. Each cycle is like putting miles on your car. So if you can blunt the inflammation, you can reduce the wear and tear on your cells. And boy, did Vivix blunt it in the clinical studies. So all these studies together have made Vivix our most patented and most proven product, and it allows you, our Shaklee family, to truly be ageless. But we never stop investing. So over the last decade, our Shaklee scientists continued to enhance Vivix, making it even better because that's what our Shaklee scientists do. We increased the polyphenol content by 40%. We added new polyphenols to increase the potency by another 30%. We also created a super concentration of Vivix so it could be put in small little capsules. And 2 months ago, the innovation continues with both a new look and a new form factor, and not just any form factor, but the fastest growing form factor in North America, gummies. Okay, Shaklee family, there you have it. That is the story of Vivix. Welcome to Ageless.